The Komodo dragon is the largest living lizard on the planet. They are fearsome creatures with a reputation for being strong, aggressive and deadly hunters. However, over time, science and research have shown us that they are not the man-eating beasts we once thought. Here are the top 10 facts about Komodo dragons. Number 1. Komodo dragons are brilliant swimmers. When you see a Komodo dragon, weighing up to 198 pounds 90 kilograms and 10 feet 3 meters long, full of muscle and plodding around on land, you wouldn't think they were natural swimmers. However, Komodo dragons, like most other reptiles, are avid swimmers. Living on a chain of 5 islands in southeastern Indonesia, Komodo dragons must swim from island to island quite often in search of food. In fact, they can swim for hours and have been spotted for miles offshore. Komodo dragons can smell carrion from up to 5 miles away. Like other reptiles, Komodo dragons smell through the use of a different sensory system from humans. Using their flickering forked tongues, they pick up microscopic taste particles in the air, actually tasting the air. When the Komodo dragon pulls its tongue back into its mouth, its fangs enter an organ called the Jacobson's organ on the roof of its mouth. This organ processes the scent particles on the tongue, which allows the Komodo dragon to determine exactly what each particle is, and where it is located. For Komodo dragons, this way of smelling carrion is so subtle that it can smell something dead more than 5 miles away and pinpoint where it is. As you can imagine, this is very useful, especially if they have to swim several miles to get their food. Number 3. Komodo dragons can eat 80% of their body weight in one sitting. Komodo dragons are indeterminate growers, which means that they will never stop growing in length or weight as long as they live. This is a big part of why they have no natural predators. With a big appetite and always in a hurry to eat, Komodo dragons have been seen in the wild eating large meals at once. With jaws that are very flexible and can open very wide, they can easily swallow a medium-sized piglet together. Therefore, it is not surprising that a Komodo dragon can, and will, eat as much as 80% of its body weight at once. In short, that's the equivalent of someone eating about 260 Big Macs at once. Number 4. Komodo dragons are actually venomous. The Komodo dragon is venomous. Since observational research conducted in the 1970s, scientists have long believed that Komodo dragons' saliva contains deadly bacteria that are potent enough to kill their prey with just one bite. However, in 2009 biochemist Brian Fry of the University of Queensland tested this widely accepted belief. He aimed to find out exactly which microbe would cause such a gruesome death, and was able to collect several swabs from the inside of the mouths of several different dragons. What Brian Fry discovered changed the popular perception of Komodo dragons. While there is a lot of bacteria in their mouths, it is actually lower in the mouths of most mammals and none that will cause the rapid tissue disintegration or blood loss associated with a Komodo dragon bite. Fry followed up with an MRI scan of the Komodo dragon's skull which showed 2 small venom glands in the lower jaw. Previously thought to be redundant, this analysis of captive zoo animals suggests they must be active. Komodo dragon venom found in these glands contains several types of toxic proteins, which are known to cause effects exactly like those seen in animals bitten by dragons. Number 5. Young Komodo dragons roll in the dirt and climb trees to avoid being eaten. Komodo dragons are notorious for not being picky with what they eat, and quite often an adult Komodo dragon won't think twice about eating a juvenile one. So to fight this threat, young Komodo dragons climb into trees and become agile branch-climbing predators until they grow large enough so that they are not threatened by other Komodo dragons. However, this doesn't always work, so as an extra measure they make themselves unattractive by rolling around in the dirt. This made them smell so bad that even the greediest dragon couldn't swallow them. Number 6. George H. W. Bush received a Komodo dragon as a gift. Around the middle of his 4-year term, President Bush Sr. at that time, He was awarded a male Komodo dragon named Naga from the Indonesian government. Despite the temptation to let him run amok in the Oval Office, Bush Sr. decided to donate it to the Cincinnati Zoo. Nagas lived to be 24 years old, and father more than 32 baby Komodo dragons. He's one of the top attractions of the Cincinnati Zoo, attracting 1 million visitors a year, and he even toured as a conservation officer in 1995. Number 7. Female Komodo dragons can reproduce both sexually and asexually. Komodo dragons mating in 2006, a female Komodo dragon named Flora at Chester London Zoo laid 25 eggs. 11 of them are viable for hatching, having lived in captivity alone and never been in contact with a male Komodo dragon. This is because of something called parthenogenesis, and it works like this. Without a male around, and in place of a sperm, certain eggs fertilize each other, which means an embryo is created and the Komodo dragon can undergo a virgin birth. Number 8. Komodo dragons are actually quite fast. Although a large animal weighing up to 198 pounds and 10 feet long, the Komodo dragon can run at speeds of up to 13 miles per hour, 20 kilometers per hour, while running. This was something they used quite often when hunting in the wild. They will follow their prey slowly, or lie in wait for a passing animal, then charge forward towards them in sharp sprints. All it takes is one bite from the Komodo dragon and it can wait for its prey to succumb to its venom. Then all that's left is the Komodo dragon using its incredible sense of smell to track down the carcass, even before the rest of the Komodo dragons get there. Number 9. Komodo dragons have only killed 4 people since the 1970s. Despite the bad reputation as ruthless man-eating beasts, Komodo dragons are responsible for almost no deaths at all. Mortal encounters were documented in 1974, 2000, 2007 and 2009. In 2009, when a man fell from an apple tree and passed out under it. 2 Komodo dragons mauled the unconscious man before those nearby intervened. Although the man was rushed to the hospital, he later died from his injuries. But it is not a myth that Komodo dragons will dig and eat buried human bodies. Therefore, the natives who share their land with the Komodo dragons tend to pile stones on the graves of loved ones to prevent the hungry Komodo dragons from robbing the graves. However, you are more likely to die from a risky selfie, choking on nuts, or drowning in a bathtub than from a dragon attack. Number 10. Komodo dragons love to play. While they may be very scary to look at, these apex predators are known to be very playful in captivity. Captive specimens are seen playing with everyday objects like shoes and shovels, or toys like frisbees and rope. A study was conducted on a captured Komodo dragon named Kraken in the Smithsonian National Zoological Park after it started behaving strangely towards zoo workers. He was observed tugging at shoelaces with his teeth, or gently pulling objects from people's pockets. The zookeeper decided to put things in his cage, such as a box, blanket, shoes, and a frisbee. He also likes to play tug of war with his keeper. The behavior observed in the Kraken is interpreted as playful because of the way he doesn't show aggression and doesn't do it for food rewards. He can also learn commands, such as walking up to guards when whistling, and understands it is mealtime when he sees guards wearing brightly colored gloves. So there you have it, the top 10 facts about Komodo dragons. Not only are they highly intelligent apex predators, but they are also fun-loving lizards. Hope you enjoy this one. Let us know what your favorite fact is in the comments.